You know, it's the question every couple faces eventually. What happens to that spark after kids come along? It's a huge shift, right? Well, today we're going to dive into some really beautiful and honestly surprisingly simple advice on how to handle it. How to keep that love not just going, but actually thriving.
All right, so let's set the scene with something that, well, it's probably going to feel very familiar to a lot of you. It's this perfect little snapshot of life before and after kids, and it just nails that subtle shift that can sneak up on you. I mean, this just paints such a vivid picture, doesn't it? Before kids, you're face-to-face, totally lost in each other's world. And then after kids, well, she's holding the baby and he's holding his phone. It's kind of funny, but it's also painfully true, you know? It's that exact moment where you can feel that connection just start to fray a little bit.
Which of course brings us to the big question. So, where does the love actually go? It's not like it just vanishes into thin air, but it definitely feels different. So what's happening? And how in the world do we get it back when we're in the middle of all that beautiful, messy chaos of being new parents?
Well, the truth is, the love doesn't just disappear. It just gets sidelined. It gets put on the back burner by a whole new reality. And it's so important to remember this. It's not a failure. It's a totally natural, even if it's a really challenging, part of the journey.
I mean, this is just the reality of it, right? Suddenly your responsibilities go through the roof. Sleep? Ha! That's a distant memory. You're both just completely exhausted, running on fumes. And when you're in that survival mode, it's almost instinct to put your relationship on the back seat. All your energy goes to taking care of this tiny human.
But this is where it gets really crucial. We get so tired, so wrapped up in the day-to-day, that we forget something incredibly important. That love between the two of you, that's the very thing that brought you together. And it's that same love that turns a house into a real home, a heaven for your kids. So when we neglect it, it's not just about us. It affects the whole family.
Okay, so how do we fix this? The answer isn't about magically finding more time or energy that, let's be honest, you just don't have. Nope. It's all about a simple but really powerful shift in how you look at things. A total reframe of what your family actually is. Let's call it partnership love. And the idea is just so powerful. It's this belief that your children aren't a replacement for the love you have as a couple. They're a part of it, an extension of it. They're a new chapter in your love story, not the final page. And when you start to see it that way, man, it changes everything. It means that taking care of your relationship is taking care of your family. Okay, so let's talk about how to actually do this. How does this idea turn into something we can use every day? And spoiler alert, it's not about planning some huge, extravagant date night. It's about a toolkit of small, simple moments that when you add them all up, have a massive impact. And this really gets to the heart of it. Just remember, love isn't some expensive gift. It's not about the big gestures. It's about the small, quiet moments that you intentionally give to each other. That's where the magic really is.
So this all boils down to 4 super simple daily rituals. Ready? First, a daily smile. And I mean a real smile. Just look your partner in the eyes once a day and really smile at them. Second, 10 minutes for tea. After the kids are finally asleep, just sit together for 10 minutes. No phones, just tea and quiet. Third, a daily compliment. Say something that will genuinely make their heart happy. It can be anything. And fourth, and this is a big one, the gentle reminder. Reassure each other, hey, we're a team. Remind each other that your family is built on your love.
All right, as we start to wrap this up, let's just zoom out for a second and look at the long game here. Because this stuff, it isn't just about surviving the toddler years. It's about building a foundation that's gonna last a lifetime.
And here it is, the ultimate reason why this is all so important. Your kids, they're gonna grow up. They'll get busy with their own friends, their own careers, their own lives. And when that happens, who's left? It's just you two. You have to live with each other until the very end. The work you put in now is for that.
So even after the kids arrive, with all the chaos, all the diapers, all the sleepless nights, what's the one thing to remember? It's pretty simple, really. Just keep holding hands.